Hey minions, welcome to Crank It Up. Jim and Eric here, and this is not Smash Up. No, this is the new Rivals expansion for the DC deck building game in their Confrontation system. The Confrontation system is typically a 2-player, although you can play it with 3 or 4, typically 2 or 4, head-to-head co-op elimination. So Eric and I are going to be playing against each other, trying to eliminate the other player. I'll be playing as Green Lantern, he'll be playing as Sinestro.
And if you're wondering why the table's shaking, that is my daughter trying to stand next to it and using it as support. I apologize.
So if you're not familiar with the DC deck building game, it's a great system. I really like it. They have a ton of content out there for it. And specifically in this type of head-to-head matchup, we're trying to eliminate the other player by knocking out these oversized superhero cards. Each of us has 3 in different levels. They'll have hit points of 9, 12, or 15. Once we actually defeat that hero, we will take it under us where it is worth a certain number of points, and the opponent who got eliminated in that level will actually get a little bit stronger. The points typically tend not to matter unless you're playing in another format, or if the deck is ever depleted, which would make for a very long game, which we don't want to happen, but I actually have won that way, so it's important to know that there's 2 win conditions. Either completely eliminating both sides, all the sides of a particular character, or having more points when the deck is depleted. As far as the actual gameplay, it's very simple. Play as many cards as you want. Cards may let you draw cards. You can play cards in any order, and then you'll use that power to buy new cards that will eventually get shuffled back into your deck. When you're ready to attack someone at the start of your turn, you can declare a confrontation. Once you declare a confrontation, there is no canceling unless an ability lets you. When you declare a confrontation, you may unlock more special abilities that will help you in the assisting. You want to count up how much power you have. You cannot buy cards during a confrontation, but you can use that power to try and eliminate a superhero or a supervillain. However, it's not going to be that easy. The defending player may have block cards that they can play to increase their size, and therefore you may typically want to go over the amount. So normally it would take 9 to defeat the superhero, but if I have a block card, it may take +2 or +3, so you want to deal extra damage. And since you can't buy cards during a confrontation, you don't want to waste your turn and not be able to knock someone else out. That's pretty much it. The only other change, if you're familiar with the deck building game, is that there are no kicks. There is the Hard Light construct itself. It is a subtype of card. It does not have a base card type, but it has the construct tag. And you'll see other cards that have the construct tag, like Construct Slam. So anytime it refers to a construct, it's anyone with that tag. For ease of play, especially since we've never played this game before, there are symbols on each of the card that let you know who wants to earn them. If you see the Green Lantern symbol, it's probably going to be a hero or an equipment, and that's a card that Green Lantern wants. If you see a supervillain or a superpower card, it's probably going to have the Sinestro symbol, which is a card that Sinestro will want.
What about the... Don't we have giant villains? Oh no, we're fighting each other. We're used to like the other deck builders, where it's like a main villain or main hero.
Right.
In case
we're going after each other.
Right.
So we each start with 5 cards.
I don't remember which one was my original deck. Okay.
So I'm gonna play a punch, a punch, a punch, and a punch, and a vulnerability. So I have 4 power. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna buy Tomar 2, one of the Green Lanterns. Now, we do not refresh the cards until the end of the turn, but I have no more power, so I'm going to clean up, and now we will refresh. And it's another superpower card, but this one is actually a Green Lantern superpower.
So I'm going to have a vulnerability, punch, 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 and punch, and I'm going to take these 2 cards, which is a total of 4.
Right. And again, unlike other deck building games, you don't replace right away like they do in Ascension, so you have to buy what's out there, and then at the end of your turn, you replenish. We have the Green Lantern Power Ring and Construct Train.
Yep.
So each player starts with the same number of punches and vulnerabilities, so I had 4 power last turn. You always have 7 punches to start, so I have 3 punches this turn, and 2 vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities just take up space in your hand. And I'm going to want one of these Green Lantern constructs, I think, for a construct train. So each of our superheroes has an ability. My Green Lantern says, once during each of your turns, if you control a hero and a construct, you may destroy a card in your hand. That's generally a good way of getting the weaker cards out of your hand.
All right, I have 3 punches and 2 vulnerabilities. Looks like this Construct Slam will be my best choice. He's a draw a card, but also blocks.
Look at Parallax. Costs 7, so we're probably not going to get to it for a while. So I have a Construct Train, which will let me draw a card. I have Tomar 2, which will give me +2 power, not using its defensive ability. I control a hero and a construct, because this is a construct and that is a hero. I may destroy a card in my hand, so I'll get rid of a vulnerability. And I'll play 3 punches for a total of 5 power. And I'll take the Green Lantern Power Ring. Draw 2 cards and then put a card from your hand on top of your deck.
Okay. I will play Mash. It's an attack. Each foe puts a card cost 0 from the discard pile on top. On the bottom of their deck.
I only have punches, so I'll put a punch on the bottom of my deck.
Okay. If you attacked foe this turn, draw a card. I have a villain and a construct card, which attacks you. Each foe discards a card. If one or more foes discard a card, would cost 0 this way, I get +1 power.
I'll discard a vulnerability, which costs 0, so you get +1 power.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I draw a card. 5, is that right?
Yep.
And 2 vulnerabilities. So 5. Get this one. You gain weakness cards. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards.
These are the weakness stack right here. They just take up space in your hand, and they typically will have compounding bad effects, and they're also negative points. But again, we don't think points are going to matter.
I will take this Ramatu or whatever. I can get my cards up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to take Salak for 3, discarding my other vulnerability.
I have 4. I'm going to take this superpower, even though it's still a construct. It'll still work for me.
Done?
Yep.
The Interceptor, the Green Lantern ship. That does look really interesting.
What is it? You may swap all the cards in your deck with all the cards in your discard pile. If you do, shuffle your deck. Interesting, indeed.
Play Green Lantern Power Ring, draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Going to put that there. Then I've got 2 vulnerabilities and 3 punches. So I'm going to take a Hard Light Construct.
All right. I have 1, 4 power. I'm actually going to take Chase Dillon. Chase Dillon? Sure, we'll go with that.
Too many Green Lanterns, I can't name them all. So last turn I put this card back on top of my deck because it was going to do more value this turn. Salak, +1 power. If you have a defense card in your discard pile, draw a card. I do from the Green Lantern Power Ring. And that is not the card I wanted. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Tomar 2. The Book of Parallax looks really good, but I think I want Carol Ferris, because she works better. And I don't control any constructs, unfortunately.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I draw a card. I attack. Each foe puts a card cost 0 from their discard pile on the bottom of their deck.
I have no discard pile.
Okay, I have a construct and a villain. Each foe discards a card of 1 or more. Discards a card. So you're going to discard a card. And it costs 0. I get power.
Yeah.
So I
Wait.
go.
That's an attack.
Yep.
You know what? I want to avoid it.
Okay. So I have 6. I'm going to take these 2 cards. I have 5 power. That's a one. This is a vulnerability.
John Stewart.
4.
So I'm going to play a Construct Train to draw a card. I'll put a Green Lantern Power Ring, draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Carol Ferris, draw 2 cards, and then discard 2 cards. Discard 2 punches. If I control a hero and a construct, I can destroy a card in my hand. I'll destroy a vulnerability. And I'll add 2 power. I only have 4. So I'll buy another construct.
All right. Each foe puts a card cost of 0 from their discard pile on the bottom of their deck. If I have attacked a foe this turn, I draw a card. I will do that again. I attack you. Each card discards a card of 1 or more. Yep. So I get +1 power from this.
So you're at 4 power.
Yep. So I'm going to draw a card. If you attack or attack a foe this turn, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. No discard pile, but I'm going to think about if I want to destroy something in my hand. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm going to destroy a punch. And so I have a total of 7 power. That's pretty powerful. Draw a card for each attack you made this turn. Two, 3, 4, 5.
Salak, +1 power. If you have a defense card, you just go pile, draw a card. Green Lantern Power Ring. And I've got a total of 5. I don't have any attacks. I think I want the interceptor.
Ooh, location. First time a foe avoids an attack during each of your turns, they ignore the defense ward. Ooh, that's nice.
Locations are pretty unique. They're ongoing. They stay in play.
Draw card. And that was what I needed. 2, 4. I'll attack you, making you discard a card.
That's what you think.
And
Well, I gotta see if I can defend it.
yep.
Nope.
I have 5, well 6 technically, and I'm gonna buy new Korgor. Getting the first location. 2, 3, 4, and it's right up my alley. And I gotta draw, shuffle.
I would have had it. So I only have a construct, so I'm going to take a construct jet.
Okay. Interesting. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Do I want to get the equipment, or do I want that villain card? I think that one actually would be pretty interesting. During confrontation, use the other opponent's discard pile to a bit.
Construct train to draw a card. I don't have a defense card in my discard pile, so that's just going to be +1 power. But I do control a hero and a construct, so I can destroy another vulnerability.
So you've destroyed what, 3 cards so far?
Yep, all 3 of my vulnerabilities.
Nice.
So 1 power, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no attack cards, so I'm going to take one. Nothing else. It's one less card that you have.
Alright, so that's a draw card. Draw plus block plus X. X equals the number of villains in your discard pile. Interesting. I will play Mash. Each foe puts a card of cost 0 from their discard pile to the bottom of their deck. What was that?
That's my only. I don't have a deck.
Yeah, I know. So you just put a
Or
punch. Okay. If I attacked foe this turn, draw a card. Oh, that's a wrong pile. Which means you get attacked and you have to discard a card.
Think if I want to defend it. I'm going to. I will defend it.
Okay. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to draw a card. If
I have to put a construct into my hand.
I attack or attack a foe's turn, I'm going to destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. I'm going to destroy a vulnerability. And then I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because you blocked. So I only have 5. And I will take this villain. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's start with Carol Ferris to draw 2 cards. I'll draw one of them, and then I'll discard 2 cards. Discard you, and I got a choice to make. You. And I'm just going to play a power. Not doing Interceptor to swap the punches. And Construct Jet. It's going to be interesting. I think I want to replace this card. And I'm going to take Ganfit to play a card from the lineup. Didn't get to destroy a card, but I wanted Ganfit too much.
Okay. I'll play my location. I'm going to put it right down here so that it's always visible. I'm going to draw a card. This attacks you. You want to discard a card.
Discard a punch.
So you have +1. So I have 3, 4, 5.
That location's going to be crippling.
6. Yeah, 6.
My deck is based around defending. Is that each time?
No, first time.
Okay, good, because otherwise...
These actually work really well together. Foes cannot avoid your next attack. If one or more foes failed to avoid an attack this turn, +3 power.
For 2?
For a 2.
That's insane.
And they work right next to each other. That was conveniently placed.
Kyle Rayner and Fear. So, Green Lantern Power Rain, draw 2 cards. Put a card on the bottom. On top of your deck. I'll put you on top of the deck, which I'll immediately draw back because I have a defense card in my discard pile somewhere. There, Tomar 2.
Okay.
Draw a card, which I know what it is. Hard Light Construct, so I control a hero and a construct. I'll destroy a punch. 3, 4, 5. Really wanted Kyle Rayner. I'm not going to buy anything.
Okay. All right. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a good card, but you can put 3 contracts from your discard pile into your hand is also a good card. I think I'll get John Stewart. That's just a great card.
Great Green Lantern, he's probably my favorite.
Reveal.
Attack. Each foe discards a card.
Okay. I'll do that one.
Draw a card. So I've got a total of 6 power from 4 punches. And now I'll take my Kyle Rayner.
Okay, I'll draw a card. I'll draw a card. I'll make you get hit by this guy. Actually, Actually, I'll play this card here. Foes cannot avoid your next attack, and then I'll have you be attacked by.
Discard a card.
0 cost 0, so he gets +1. If I attack someone's turn, draw a card. So another 3 power there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh man, discarding a random card would be nice. I can't let you have that. Two, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Confrontation.
Okay.
So I'm going to be directly attacking Eric. So I'm going to play Ganthit and Sayu. Play a card from the lineup, return it at the end of the turn. Confrontation, play an additional card from the lineup. So I'm going to start with this guy. Each foe gains a punch from the discard pile.
And it just goes in here.
Yep, so it's +1 power. And then my second guy will be the Sinestro Power Battery. To put an attack card from my discard pile into my hands. So then I'm going to play that attack card. Each foe discards a card. This is Hal Jordan succumbing to Sinestro's influence. +2 power. Confrontation, I can return it. So I'm going to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to do this? I don't think I want to do it. Or do I? I know I could add a total of 10. But whatever I draw, I'm just going to discard. Two, 4, 6, 8. 10. Probably should have gone for a different approach, but no, I'm not going to discard anything. I'm not going to return it. So that is 10 power to you. Can you block that?
No, I cannot.
All right. So I have defeated his level 1. I get that over here. He's unlocked a new, more powerful ability.
So +1 for each attack you play. The first time one or more foes fail to avoid an attack during each of your turns, draw a card. Are you done?
Yep.
Can I see your discard pile? Let's see what we got here. Tomir 2, +1, 2, card. All right, let me do some math. It's 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that card?
Each foe discards a card.
Yeah, well, it's not a construct.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Yeah, let's do a confrontation. Yeah, let's use this guy. Put a hero villain with cost of 4 or less in that hero's discard pile, return it at the end of turn. I'm going to play that guy, which is +2 power, and each foe discards a card.
Discard a punch.
So that was
An attack.
an attack. So this is for the first time you failed to avoid an attack. I draw a card. Too bad it's not each time, because that would have been 2 draw cards right there. Stop shaking the table.
Sorry.
Yep.
I'm getting attacked. What do you expect me to do?
You're shaking your boots, right? I draw a card if I attack somebody. An attack. Each foe put the card cost 0 from their discard pile on the bottom of their deck. Foe failed to avoid an attack, +3. Throw another 2 power on there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Plus the card that you played for me.
10, 11.
Right.
And that's all I got.
Cannot block that.
No blocking?
Nope.
Whew. What sucked was during, don't I get that?
Yes.
All the other times I've had block cards on my hand, and then you do a confrontation and I don't have a block card. And I was like, no!
So now my ability is once during each of your turns, if you control a hero in a construct, draw 2 cards and then discard a card, which is not nearly as useful as it was before.
Oh, I mean, now that you purged your deck a bit, yeah. Oh no, you got a slightly better hand.
So I'm going to play a Salic to draw a card because I have a defense card in my deck. And I'm going to play Green Lantern Power Ring to draw a card. Wonder what it is. I'm going to shuffle because it's a punch because you maybe put a punch on the bottom.
Oh, I had a lot more power because it's +1 power for each attack you play. And I had like 4 attacks, so it was actually really a lot higher than I realized.
Drawing my second card, and then I need to put a card on top of my deck. Which I'll put you. Gonna play a construct to do that, so I draw 2 cards and discard a card. I'll play Carol Ferris to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I'll discard 2 punches. So I've got 2 hard light constructs and a punch. So that's 5 power, 7 power, 8 power. Buy that for 6. And I think that is it.
See, you have the fear over there.
I can do a construct yet. Like, you know what? I probably just want the fear. What would it have been anyway? I'm just curious. No, I don't want another one of those.
Carve and line up on the bottom of the main deck and you replace it. All right. I'll draw a card. I will draw a card. I will draw a card. And I've done 0 attacking. So this does no draw. And I just have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power is all I have. 5 power. Let's take one of these, put an attack. Actually, I'm gonna take this attack. So I'm gonna put some junk back in your hand.
Confrontation.
Okay.
Now that you've used a bunch of your block cards. So I'm going to start with Ganthet and Seo. Play a card from the lineup, which is this guy, +2 power. You may put a defense card from your discard pile on top of your deck or into your hand. I think it would look lovely in my hand. And that'll be the Green Lantern Power Ring. Making sure there's nothing else I want. Yep. And then that's going to be +2 power. My next one, I want do I even have an attack card in my discard pile? I don't. So I'm just going to take this one. I'm going to replace this guy with a different one. Oh, where was that? Okay. So I played those. I control a hero and a construct. So I'm going to draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Discard a punch. I'm going to play Kyle Rayner to draw 2 cards. To draw 1. Still have only added 4 power. Going to play Green Lantern Power Ring to draw 2 cards, then putting a card on top of my deck. Let me see how much power I got. Actually, doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. I'm going to put Construct Train on top of my deck. So, Construct Jet, 3 punches, an Interceptor, attack each foe, discards a card, and then a Tomar 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15.
15. So I need
To block.
4 block.
Yeah.
Well, I could do that with 1 card, but I'm actually going to use 2 cards.
Is that really all you gotta be kidding me. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15.
So I'm going to block. The foe confronting you gains 2 weakness cards.
What?
I saw that one earlier. I'm like, I can't let you have that.
Okay.
And then I will block with these 2. And you have another additional 2 if you have a defense card, which I have a hero. So that bumps me up from 12 to, at 6, 18.
So that means I have to greatly overkill you.
Did you take the card from up here?
I'm
There
just
you
put it
go.
back.
Don't forget your punches,
Yeah.
as ineffective as they were.
I saw you have a bunch of block cards in your discard pile. I was like, now is the time to strike.
And now I have 3 cards in hand. All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I have a total of 3 power. I'm actually going to get a construct. Two, 3, 4, 5.
Let's try this again. Confrontation. I'm going to play a Construct Train to draw a card. I'm going to play Carol Ferris to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. 2 punches, putting a hero into my hand. So I'll take Ganthet and Seu. Take Salak to draw a card because I have a different discard in my discard pile. Then I'm going to do Ganthet and Seu. Nope, not yet. I'm going to do 2 hard light constructs. I'll do Fear, which is not a construct, but +1 for each attack card in my discard pile, which is 1, just the 1. So Fear right now is +4 power. Now I'll play Ganthet and Seu. For this one, you may put a defense card from your discard pile into your hand or on top of your deck. Let me see how much power I have. So I know it's going to be the Green Lantern Power Ring, but I've got 1, 3, 5, he's a 9. That's going to go to 11, and this guy is going to go to 13, 14, 15, 16. That still doesn't seem like enough, so I'm going to actually take this to my hand and play the Green Lantern Power Ring to draw 2 cards and put 1 on top of my deck. Oh, one of them was a punch.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that was Hanky just happened there.
And then I have my deck. Okay, can you block 17? Just double counting. So he's a 2 plus 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? Before I play the punch, I'm going to do this. Return this to the stack to draw a card, then discard a card. I discard a punch. I'm going to do this again. Return to the stack to draw a card, and discard a card. Same power, just burning through my deck a little bit.
Yep.
17.
17.
1, 2, plus 4, 6. Plus.
Yeah, I believe you.
5. Yeah. Can you block 17?
So all I need is 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. The look on Jen's face is like, not again, no.
If you do that again, I'm going to be so annoyed.
Which I needed you to have a discard pile. Excellent. All right. So you have 12. Let me do some quick math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go for it. Confrontation. An attack. Each foe discards a random card. Oh, you get this here.
It's better not screw up my turn. Pick one.
We'll discard this one here. You got rid of a punch. So each time that that foe fails an attack, I draw a card. We're going to do a confrontation attack. Play a hero or villain with cost 4 or less in that hero discard pile. Let me see that. I believe there's a 2 hero that draws a card. If you have a defense, so I'm playing this one here from your hand.
Okay.
It's a +1 power. If you have defense in your discard pile, draw a card. I have that guy. He is very useful. So I draw a card, and I have +1 power from him. And then I attack you, and you fail to defend against it. So I draw a card. Each foe puts a card with cost 0 from their discard pile on the bottom of their deck, which allows me to draw a card. If I attack somebody, I draw a card. Let's play this card. You may put up to 3 constructs from your discard pile into your hand. With construct, yeah, 3 construct cards. All right. Oh, that one probably. Just 2. That one. And this one here. These 3 construct cards into my hand. I'll play hard light, and then when I do this, I still get the +2 power from it, right?
Yeah.
I draw a card, and then I discard a card. Discard vulnerability. I'll play that. I draw a card.
Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus Sinestro stuff. +1 per attack.
Plus, did you count these here too?
That would be 9.
How many attacks have I done this turn?
1, 2, 3. So you're at 12.
So I draw 3 cards. I attack you. Each foe gains a punch from discard pile, which means I draw a card. I'll draw a card. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You fail to avoid an attack, so 3 power there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It's worth noting you can only defeat 1.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus what you say over here, 9.
You're at about 24 or something. just take it all.
You don't want to try to block at all? No?
No.
Oh, and I forgot the +1 power for each of his things.
I had to factor that in for most of them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So now I'm at
5.
15. This is my final hero. So next knockout wins. Each time you play a hero, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a construct or defense, draw it. Otherwise, you may discard it. I need a block card. So I'm going to play 2 punches. And I'm going to play an interceptor. And I think I have to use that ability before I actually do anything. Because I would love to buy him, put him in the discard pile, and then swap it. But I'm going to swap first. And then I'm going to buy this guy. And hopefully I'll have another turn. Because I'm done. Oh, great, Parallax.
I do not think I can destroy you this turn, so I am not confronting. I'll draw a card. Oh, what a weak hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I was probably about to use Parallax.
1,
So, since I'm not going to get another turn, let's confrontation. Let's see what we got here. What other defense cards do I have? That's it. So I've got one attack and one defense card. That's it. So I'm going to do confrontation. And order matters significantly. So let's do a Green Lantern Power Ring. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards. And put a card on top of my deck. Let's put that there. Let's do Carol Ferris to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. 2 punches. Still have no power yet. So I played a hero. Each time you play a hero, reveal the top card of your deck. I'm going to discard that. And I can do her confrontation ability. Put a hero from your discard pile into your hands, which will be...
Oh, that should be in your discard pile as well.
Right. Kyle Rayner. The order of events is not working out nicely. So let's do Kyle Rayner. Draw 2 cards. And then I'm going to do attack. Each foe gains a weakness if I discard a card. I'm going to discard a weakness. So I'm attacking you. Discard a card. So each foe gains a weakness unless you defend against it.
I do not have defense.
So then I'll do Kyle Rayner for Green Lantern. I'll discard the punch. I'm going to do Brother Worth for +3 power, because I'm level 3. That is an equipment, not a defense. Contract or defense. I'll put that back. I'll draw a card. Realizing that I should have played Fear back when I had cards in my discard pile.
So right now you have, what, 3 power?
3 power. Let's play Ganthet for these are all useless to me. Do I not have any constructs at all? I have 1 construct. So he'll be +3, and I guess I'll take him for +2 and destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. I'm going to destroy this weakness. I played a hero. It is a construct, so I can draw it, but he's already taken effect.
Mm-hmm.
So Construct Jet for +2 power. Fear. Wait a second. Be smart, Jim. I will... How much power do I have so far? So 2, 5, 7, 10.
Yep, that's what I was counting. 10.
11, 13. Let's do something crazy. So I said 10, 11, 13. I'm actually going to swap,
Okay.
putting cards back into my discard pile.
So you have fear.
So I have an attack card. I never owned fear. Or did I ever own fear?
You have fear in your hand, don't you?
What? Yeah. So putting an attack card into my discard pile so that now
How many attacks do you have in your discard pile?
just the one, but it's every power matters against your defensive barrage. So +4, 6, 9, 11, 12, 14, 17.
17.
Do you have a block card?
Oh, yeah. Block 2. Block another 2. I'm at 19.
It's worth a shot. I mean, I wasn't sure I was going to get another turn.
I was so hoping, because all I needed was use one of these if I had defense or attack cards, and I had nothing in my...
I did this, I mean, the order was not in my favor.
Yeah.
And then, hey, at least I destroyed a weakness.
All right. 1, 2.
It's always hard getting that final knockout.
Yeah. And I feel like I need to do a confrontation in order to try to win, so I'm going to go for a confrontation. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And then I'm going to attack. I'm going to pass a card from my hand or discard pile to that foe's discard pile. Unless you're defending.
Nope.
Okay. Which means I draw a card. I'm feeling that's oh man. Okay. Yes, let's do this. Each foe discards a random card. Oh, all punches. So it looks like I got a turn next turn if I fell, which means I draw a card.
So you've got +2 power so far.
If I attacked, I draw a card.
So you're at 5.
I will put up to 3 constructs. These are both constructs into my hand. I'll draw a card. Yes, net positive. All right. +1 plus draw a card. If you attacked. I do this. Play a hero or villain. So that's still an attack, right?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go off?
Yeah. So that's another +1 power.
Oh, and I draw a card.
Yeah.
Each foe gains a punch from the discard pile.
There is no destroyed pile.
Nope, yep, none of them are. And then I draw a card for that. This is another draw card. All right, Book of Parallax. Draw a card for each attack you made this turn. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I'll draw a card. I'm not gonna, well actually I'll go destroy this visual vulnerability in case something else happens. Foes cannot avoid your next attack. Each foe puts cost 0 card from the discard pile and bottom of their deck, which allows me to draw a card. 2 power there, another 2 power there, another 2 power there. You didn't block any there, and then 3 punches. So
just on those, 1, 2, 3, 6. 8, 10, 12. So just in like the last card for all that. So you got. How much do you think you have?
All right. If I would just look at this real quick, I would say I have about 20 power. Let's actually do the math.
No. Let's not bother.
Because I get power for each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I had one block card, and it's
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So we learned that Eric is bad at estimating. 32 power.
That is an insane level 3 ability.
That is ridiculously powerful. And all I had left in my hand, my draw pile, was 4 punches and a vulnerability.
I can do constructs or defenses.
I only destroyed 2 cards.
No, I think you destroyed more because you gave me a couple of punches.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Good game.
Well, the Green Lantern got destroyed.
I got you to level 3. That's competitive.
Let's put this victory in March Madness so I can increase my rating on that thing. All right.
Good game.
You too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought you had me. For sure.
Well, when you block that, it's like I've got you up 4, and then you're like, no, I'm just gonna block.
Yeah.
For 6.
A lot of his powers are based off of have blocking ability. You have a lot of defense. I have a lot of block. It was a little. I don't know why. We just gotta make sure we get the hard light constructs out.
I think they're all out.
Yeah, we all returned them.
Yep. So that is DC Deck Building Game Rivals Expansion 2.
Excellent.
Play as Sinestro.
So how do you think this would work with the full set, with including the Joker, Batman, and the original Confrontations team set?
So, that it's interesting because there's some of the Sinestro cards mention that if someone fails to avoid an attack, which when you're attacking both people, because I don't know if the attacks choose a foe or not.
Some of them are, some of them are not. So some are just straight up attack other people.
If it scales for and attacks both foes, then Sinestro can be really powerful.
Exactly.
Because he's guaranteed to hit someone.
Yeah. Well, unless he's facing Wonder Woman, who's always going to have a bunch of block or defense cards.
Right, but that location's brutal.
Yeah. Oh, having that one location I had.
I'd stop defending, and because it's like that.
You don't get the reward from it, and you still lose the card.
I'd be discarding a higher cost card than like to avoid discarding a punch.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. And
see, we play other games too.
Yeah, we do. We actually do play other games.
All right. You earned it.
Yep. Let's shut it down.